So, you clicked on the video. You know what the question is. Is gaming a dying medium? Short answer, yes. Very sadly, gaming is slowly but surely a dying medium for storytelling, entertainment, etc. And I'm very sad to say this, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. Before I go into the more semantics, I'm going to answer your first question. But, I was playing Marvel Rival with my friends all day today. How is gaming a dying medium? Hush, child. Hush, you sweet, sweet, innocent baby boy. And or girl. When I talk about gaming, I'm talking about what makes gaming as a medium. Gaming as a medium tells a story with themes and helps change the viewer in some way. For instance, I'd like to talk about my favorite game, Persona 3. To answer my previous question, we have to go over what exactly Persona 3 is. Now, Persona 3 is a JRPG, Japanese role-playing game, in which you play as the main protagonist, you named, but in most media is referred to as Makoto Yuki. He goes about daily life as you do, and fights monsters called shadows during the dark hour, but that's not what's important. The main important part is he's going through daily life. We get to experience life through the lens of this character. And spoilers alert, if you haven't finished Persona 3, skip to whatever point I put up the screen. But by the end of the game, you die. And essentially, what the game is trying to tell you is to enjoy life to the fullest while you still have the availability of it, while you still have life. Games are supposed to do that. They're supposed to tell you something. They're supposed to help you. They're supposed to give you a message to discern from, not be some mindless brain activity and just some way to cool down. And while they can do that, that's not what gaming as a medium is. Welcome back to all that. Skipped ahead to avoid spoilers. I congratulate you. Anyways, as I was saying, story games are meant to be enjoyed. They're meant to be fulfilling and really help people in ways that other things just can't. Another game I'd like to point out is One Shot, which, semi-spoiler, but not as much. At the end of the game, you have to make a really important decision that really questions your morals. And I feel like that's a really good way of helping people, making them question themselves. Because, after all, we are ourselves. We shouldn't be questioning ourselves as people. People normally don't do that. But that kind of thing, making people question themselves, making them think, that's what true gaming as a medium is. That's exactly what those types of games are meant to be. And those types of games are the ones that are slowly but surely fading out of irrelevancy. Now, you're probably wondering what I mean by that. And what I mean is, there hasn't been a decent story game in the past few years. Sure, there's been like a few exceptions. For instance, Metaphor ReFantazio came out. That's a really good game. Please go check that out if you haven't already. But besides Metaphor, there hasn't been a solid story game that really makes you question your morals and helps you as a person or changes you as a person in any way, shape, or form. Now, the problem with this is, that means gaming as a medium is dying and becoming more oversaturated with something I like to call multiplayer game mania. Multiplayer game mania is what I like to call the cycle in which people are obsessed with a game for multiple days. It's normally multiplayer, or months or so, and then cycle to the next one like the first one never even existed, simply wanting to get that fix of dopamine or serotonin or whatever you get off of it. Now, this isn't necessarily bad for the casual gamer or somebody who, I'm looking at you folks who have thousands of hours on 2K, etc., Fortnite, you know. But for us losers like me, that spend hundreds of hours playing Persona and Metal Gear and other things, this oversaturation of the market has left a lot of us feeling dried out and undernourished. Now, what exactly is causing this oversaturation of the market? It's you. Well, not just you, but all of you. Everyone. It's all of us consumers who are simply just satisfied with slogging down this same few games with battle passes, paid skins, etc. And frankly, I don't think we should be satisfied with this, as some people can be genuinely changed by story games. I've gotten told by many of my friends that I've genuinely been a nicer person to be around ever since I finished Persona 3. And I don't think this is an isolated case either, because I've had other people that I've seen the same thing in. Even not just in video games, but in movies, in media too. When somebody reads a really good movie or book, or watches a really good movie or TV show, I see them change. I see them develop as a person. And that's a good thing. Because growth is always good. Well, not always good, but most of the time, pretty darn good. Now back to the topic at hand. Why shouldn't we take the slog that is multiplayer game media? It's exactly because it's not good for us. This constant rush of dopamine is also messing with our brains, almost like an addictive chemical or drug. But we kind of just sit there and accept that, don't we? Kind of just accept the next coming trend, coming whatever. In fact, there's probably a reason that multiple people have already got off of Marvel Rivals and stopped playing it completely, because it's part of that trend. People went back to whatever they were playing before that. Roblox, Fortnite, etc. You can't tell me that you haven't been part of this either. Everybody has joined games just for the simple novelty of it. Just for the simple, well, because it's there. People don't play games because they're good games anymore. Because there aren't any good games anymore. Think about it. The last time you played a good game, it was probably from a few years ago. That's why you see so many good streamers, such as Goonstar. I know I'm using Goonstar as an example, but he's a really good streamer. That's why you see him captivating his audience with older games. Such as of late, he's been playing more of the older Zelda games, which are once again really good games with really good themes. Now, I am just a 16-year-old, so I'm not as qualified to talk on this as many other people. But I feel like as a member of the gaming community, and now somebody who has more of a voice in it, thanks to the channel, I'm able to talk on this. So please, genuinely, for the better, go download an older game and enjoy it. Don't give your money to these mindless 15-minute slots that were made in less than 20 hours. And go play something that was given care and good. A few recommendations: One Shot, Persona, Metaphor, etc. If you want something a little more horror-esque, Miside, I know, ironically good. Doki Doki, I know, ironically good. Just play something. Get out there, fix yourself. And even if there's not anything to be fixed, you can grow, you can change for the better. There's always room for improvement. In games, media, movies, TV, anything can help you be a better person. You just need to be open to that and accepting of it. That's all for today. This is Rainy. Please like and subscribe. Comment if you like this, if you'd like to see more. That's everything. Bye.